All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Potential Project, where we explore what it takes to unlock your full potential in every area of your life. I'm your host, Sean Calhoun, and I am coming to you live from Savannah, Georgia, guys. I am on vacation right now, but we do not stop, right? We got to stay consistent because every Tuesday I'm giving you guys some wisdom, some things that I learned, some good guests. Hopefully, it's got some good guests coming up for you guys soon every Tuesday. So it is my mission in life to help you fulfill your destiny, to live better, to live healthier, happier, and just experience this life that we're here for such a short amount of time and get the most out of it, right? So today, what we're going to talk about are my intentions for my 30s. So if you didn't know, a couple days ago, after this recording is going to come out, was my 30th birthday. So I'm excited about it. There's a lot of things coming up for me. There's a lot of opportunities, and there's a lot of life to be lived in my 30s. So I don't look at it as a bad thing. It is kind of weird to say that I'm 30 because I still look at myself as a 16-year-old in my mindset. But here we are. We're 30 years old, and I'm gonna share some of my intentions for this next decade and what you can expect out of me, right? And not necessarily goals, but just where I see the vision of my life going. But when you're younger, I feel like it's a time of exploration and trying new things and just trying to find your lane, right? Trying to find what group of people you fit in with, what type of music you like, what type of activities you like to do, right? Like just figuring life out. And even though when you're, in high school, you feel like you know everything, right? You're a teenager and you tell your parents that you've got it all figured out. And you just get a little bit older and you figure out that, yeah, I was young and naive, right? But my point in this is saying when I was younger, you play sports, you want to go to college, you want to figure out what career to pursue. You want to try to go out, hang out with friends and figure out which friends are right for you. And you're just trying those things. Well, now at 30, I feel like I don't want to say that I figured things out because I know that when I'm 40, I'm going to look back and be like, man, I was such an idiot when I was 30 years old. Like hindsight is always 2020, right? But my point in this is saying I've went to college, I played sports, you do all those things, and now I'm engaged, right? I'm going to get married next year, so I have found my person in life, um, and I'm pretty sure I'm set on like my passion in my career for at least right now. Things may change, but I am hook, line, and sinker on helping you all and helping myself um, live healthy, right? How can we feel the best, have the most energy, feel fit, right? Feel able in our body to just go about life in a way that feels good, right? At baseline, our body, our organs, our mind, our energy wants to be good, right? It wants to have high energy and wants to function properly, have no aches, pains, or ailments or disease, right? We are not supposed to feel like that. So through fitness, through nutrition, through just learning about the body, it is my passion to help millions of people learn how to experience that. As you walk around and you take notice to things in life, right? We were just walking past the McDonald's tonight and there was like 30 people in line. And that is just lack of knowledge, right? People don't know, a lot of people don't know how bad things like that are for you. And not only that it's unhealthy food, but it affects so much of how you operate as a human being, your brain function, all of that, right? Leading to disease, leading to pain. And we can fix this, right? It doesn't have to be our death sentence. It doesn't have to be because of our genetics or whatever, right? Like there's a lot of things that we can do. And the first thing starts with awareness. And that's what I hope to bring through this podcast, through my social media, and through my message as a person, to just bring more awareness and knowledge and tips and habits that we can all incorporate into our daily lives that are going to lead to just experiencing the time that we have here in a little higher fashion. But when I was reflecting on, turning 30, and actually Gianna, my fiance, I'm gonna hopefully have her on here soon, was the one who brought this up, about like what are your intentions, right? And I had been thinking about this, but I hadn't put it on paper until she literally just brought it up. But two words that came to mind for me were growth and structure, right? I don't know why they stood out so much, but I feel like I said, I have found my passion in life and I have my person. So I'm not like out here like some single dude trying to go on a million dates and figure out what I like to do for in my free time or what I want to do for a career. Like I kind of have that stuff figured out. So now it's like, how do we 10x it, right? How do we make everything in my life right now that is pretty darn good? Like I feel like I'm very blessed, but how do you 10x it and how do you make things grow and be more structured? So the first thing is creating more structure and growth in the fitness studio. So I own Arate Athletics. We have a great team of coaches and people. We have members who come in and work out, one-on-one clients. It is all coach led. So if you don't know me personally or you're just listening to this, it is a fitness studio where you are led by a coach in either a group class or a semi-private session where it's four people with one coach or one-on-one, and you're doing physical training, right? You are training your body through with dumbbells, barbells, different types of machine and equipment, right? It is the physical side of things. Now, when we coach people, we do talk about lifestyle habits, nutrition, and other things, but in the grand scheme of things, it is fitness, right? It's a fitness studio. So the goal, the intention for that is to create more structure and growth in the sense that building the team and giving more, not permission, giving more flexibility and delegating more structure to the other people on the team, right? Allowing people to flourish with their strengths so I can focus on my strengths and strength instead of trying to do everything. I'm putting the ball in other people's court so that they can go off and use their skills and use their talents to help grow the studio, right? The mission is to help as many people in our area stay fit, stay active, stay healthy. So that doesn't need to just come down to me. I am allowed to have other people help alongside that mission, which is my goal and intention for not really just my 30s, but this next year, right? Like that's going to be a big intention of mine for this next year. The next one is growth and structure in my relationship, specifically with Gianna, but with everybody, right? My family, my friends, and the point in this is to be more present, right? This allows you to get more meaningful time out of the time that is spent because in this world we have to work hard, so there's a lot of time spent working. There's a lot of time spent on your health, right? So when I am with Gianna or anyone really, like let's call it friends, but mainly I want to focus on her because that's my person, right? We're going to get married next year, so it's important that that relationship stays tip top. So with structure and growth, that becomes more presence in the time that we're together. So that's quality time. That's experiencing each other without being on phones or working or doing other things. And the structure comes into play where there's whether it's a date that's scheduled or a vacation or we schedule like walks a lot. Like we'll make time to go for walks together. And that is important to me because that leads to actually growing and building a relationship and getting to know one another even further rather than just coexisting. And that is not the way you want to do it, or at least in my eyes, that's not what I want to do. The next thing is to have growth and structure in the health coaching side of things. So I haven't told a lot of people about this, but I've been in the fitness field for almost 8 years now, and coaching hundreds and hundreds of people in their health and fitness goals is amazing, and I'm not going to stop doing that, but there's been a limit to what I can do and how in depth I can get with someone's health. So I am essentially going back to school right now to figure out and learn ways, not figure out. They've figured it out, right? I'm just learning how to assess someone's health on a more particular, specific level, and treat the individual instead of treating symptoms or just listening to someone and guessing and checking on how to help them. It's more specific, and it's going to be able to target exactly what's going on with someone and give them a structured plan on how to get better. I'm not going to make a whole episode and talk too long about that, but it's growth and structure in health coaching. And the main point that I my intention with this is knowledge, right? I feel like you should always be learning, and I've spent the better part of the last 15 years reading books. I do love to read, and personal development is a drug of mine. But recently I've been diving deeper into specific, like, about health, metabolism, hormones, and things like that. And it gets really fun because when you have a passion about something and you're able to continuously learn about it, it goes hand in hand, and it like equips your tool belt with a lot more to be able to help people. Because if I'm in this field, if I'm passionate about it, and the goal and the intention is to continually help people with their health and live more optimally, why would I not want to learn more about it, right? So that's why I'm doing the work on the back end to just continuously learn. And it's very empowering because it directly correlates to what I'm doing and the situations that I've been in with clients. So it's nice to know that I can learn more, and I'm going to get um, to a point where I'm going to learn this and then say, all right, what else is there? There's never going to be a time where I will stop learning because there's endless amounts of things that you can acquire for knowledge to help others, right? Then the next thing would be growth and structure in our home, right? So my intention for my 30s is to have a home base, right, wherever that may be, somewhere that a family can flourish and be for the most part, and then have a second home. I love homes, right? If it weren't for health and fitness and that type of things, my second passion is like homes, everything about it, interior design, architecture, like all that stuff. I love it. And I think that it is the best thing that you can spend money on, right? Like if you had given me $100 million, like something, like a large sum of money, I think the main focus would be on a home that is perfect to our likings. Like I would design every nook and cranny, every detail about it. Like, yes, I love cars, I love vacations and things like that, but there is nothing I'd rather spend money on than a beautiful, beautiful home. So, growth and structure in having a home base and a secondary home, whether that be down the shore or somewhere that we could escape to. And then the other thing was growth and structure in investments, right? I currently invest in certain things, right? Like 401ks and different plans like that, but getting a structure for exponential growth where it's real estate and other avenues, right? A little bit in maybe the stock market, but main focus would be real estate because again, I love homes and I feel like that's a tangible asset that you can put your money into, and it's pretty, I don't want to say it's safe. It's not, nothing's safe, right? There's always risk to it, but it's something that I understand and that makes sense to me, and you can go kick the bricks and mortars. So building that structure in a sense that will create cash flow and it's predictable and it's working while we're sleeping and is going to be able to scale our lifestyle and our contribution to the world of health, fitness, and helping others. So that about wraps it up, guys. Those are my intentions for my 30s. If I know you and you guys shared, thank you. If you shared happy birthday with me, thank you so much. And I hope to get to meet more of you guys and make a bigger impact by helping you with your health and your mindset and your habits through this podcast, through personal coaching, through the studio. In one way, shape, or form, I hope to make an impact that's positive in your life. So if you guys enjoyed this episode or any of the other episodes in the past and are liking the mission of trying to help you and everyone else that you're surrounding live a better life, then please share the episode, send it to them on social media or in a text. Um, And that last point I want to bring up, right? I said if I'm making a difference in your life or any of the people who you come across, share it with them. And the point I want to make is when you listen to these things and make the changes and live a more optimal life, it has a butterfly effect, right? So that's why I do this because if I can make a change in your life, you don't even have to know me and then go live at a higher standard and improve your life, and then you're going to affect hundreds of other people. So it has that butterfly effect, which I know takes time, but will make a huge impact in the world. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week, and I will see you next Tuesday.